back to our channel. Today I've got something super exciting to share with you, and that is the secret to how I'm making money on Etoro. If you've been curious about investing or looking for a platform to kickstart your financial journey, I'm happy to tell you today that you're in for a great treat. So I'm going to encourage you to watch this video until the end. So sit back, relax, and absorb all the information I'm going to be sharing with you today. Before we dive into the world of Etoro investment magic, let's take a quick step back and challenge the age-old practice of stashing your hard-earned cash in the bank. So for years we've been told that saving money is the key to financial success. But what if I told you that in today's world, saving money in the bank might not be as profitable as you think? Well, I think I should even say it's not profitable. So let me break it down. First, let's kick things off in the land of the free, the USA. Let's say you've got $10,000 saved up and you're thinking, hey, that's a pretty nice nest egg. But wait, with the current interest rate of around 0.5%, your yearly earnings will be just $50. Yes, you heard me right. It's $50. Now, that's not even enough to treat yourself to a decent dinner, let alone make any substantial financial progress. So the question arises, is this really the best use of your hard-earned cash? And now let's cross and move to the United Kingdom. Let's say you've diligently saved up £10,000 and you're expecting some decent returns, like every rational person would, expect something back. Well, think again. With the current interest rate of around 0.1% in the UK, your annual earnings on that £10,000 will be just £10. That's barely enough to cover a couple of cups of coffee a month. So it's time to ask ourselves, is this really a wise financial strategy? Let's quickly give another example. So let's say in a country like Germany, which is known for its economic prowess, and you've got 10,000 euros saved and you're anticipating some substantial returns, but with the current rate of 0%, your yearly earnings on that 10,000 euros will be, well, we already know the answer, zero. It's like your money is just sitting there collecting dust. So the question becomes, does this align with your financial goals? So as we've seen, the interest rate in these major economies are not exactly setting the world on fire. In fact, they are barely keeping up with inflation, and that's a red flag. And the truth is, if your money is just sitting highly in a savings account, it's not working for you at all. So think about it. Inflation is eroding its value and you're missing out on the potential opportunity for growth. Personal experience with Etoro. So I started looking at Etoro platforms, say around September this year, but I took the bold step to deposit some money on October 5. As you can see, here are all my deposits. So I deposited the total of 3,955 euros between October 5 and October 29, and the results have been nothing short of amazing. As of the time of making this video, the total value of my portfolio is almost 4,600 euros, and that's a profit of around 600 euros in less than 2 months. Now, let me quickly caution you here. With the way the stock market works, it does not mean that this profit will remain the same. It all depends on the market. The value might drop or it might rise, which in turn affects the profit. However, from the perspective of keeping your money in the bank, I would confidently say diversifying your money into stock is the way to go if you are very careful about it. As a complete beginner, I was afraid of this kind of investment because we all know that the stock market is unpredictable. I overcame my fear because of my personal investment strategy, which is long term. So what I'm looking for is not to become a professional trader and make thousands of euros or dollars overnight. What I'm looking for is a steady investment that grows over time. and using the Etoro platform has provided me exactly what I'm looking for. Let me show you a quick example. One area I would encourage any beginner to invest in is the ETF, and that means exchange traded fund. So what does that mean? Think of an ETF like a magic investment basket. So instead of putting all your money in one stock, an ETF gives you a bunch of different stocks in a single basket. So it's like getting a taste of the whole stock market without having to pick an individual companies. As you can see in these examples, so if you click here, and you can actually see the list of stocks that are in this particular ETF. So for example, you have Microsoft present, you have IBM, and so on. So that's what ETF is all about, and that's a very good way for any beginner to diversify their investment. Imagine an ETF as a big treasure chest full of different things like the stocks, bonds, cryptocurrency. So instead of putting all your money on one thing, you spread it out and own a little bit of everything in the chest. So for example, as you can see here, you have Amazon, you have Microsoft, IBM, Netflix, and so on. So it's like a simple way to grow your money without having to be a money expert. So let me quickly show you an example of an ETF I started with, and it's the AIC3.AI Incorporation. It's a very good one that I'm going to recommend to everyone to start with, and it's actually one of the ETFs in my portfolio that helped me, make huge returns every week. So if your financial goal is a long-term investment, you do not need to keep all your money in the bank. You can take a portion of that money sitting in the bank and jump on Etoro platform and give it a try. Take that 500 euro, 500 US dollar, 1,000, 5,000, as the case may be. Leave it in Etoro and see it grow. You won't believe how simple it is to get started, and the best part, you don't need a degree in finance to make it work for you.